Hello and a very warm welcome to Secrets of Africa. Have you ever found yourself dreaming about an African safari, wondering what a 10-day hunting adventure is really all about? Well, stick around because today we're going to pull back the curtain and give you a complete guide to this incredible and, let's be honest, often misunderstood journey. All right, so here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll talk about the why. What makes this adventure so appealing? Then, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of what's actually in a typical package and some of the top destinations you can go to. After that, we'll look at the practical stuff. The costs and all the amazing things you can do besides the hunt. And we'll wrap up with what might be the most important part, how to choose the right guide. Sound good? Let's jump in. All right, first things first, the call to adventure. You hear about these 10-day trips all the time, right? But why 10 days? What makes that specific length of time the perfect choice for the modern explorer? Let's take a closer look. Well, it really all boils down to creating a story that you'll never forget. Think about it. Africa is this incredible tapestry of endless plains, breathtaking wildlife, and ancient, unique cultures. A trip like this is designed to weave all of those threads together into one unforgettable adventure.
So the magic of the 10-day time frame really comes from finding that perfect balance between three key things. You've got enough time for a proper, professional hunt without feeling rushed, but, and this is key, you also have time for some incredible safari and photography opportunities and for a truly immersive cultural experience. It's that sweet spot that gives you a complete, well-rounded adventure.
Okay, so when you hear the term all-inclusive package, what does that actually mean? Let's break down what's typically included because it's often a whole lot more than you might think.
The whole idea here is to make the journey seamless so you can just soak in the experience. A reputable operator is going to handle all the heavy lifting for you. We're talking flight bookings, transfers from the airport, all that stuff is taken care of. Then you've got your accommodations, your food, often amazing local cuisine, and of course all the necessary hunting equipment and safety measures. And on top of all that, you'll have experienced local guides and even some side tours and adventures. It's all designed to be completely stress-free.
All right, now that we know what's in the box, so to speak, let's talk about the destinations. Where can an adventure like this take you? Because believe me, the options are just as vast and incredible as Africa itself.
Let's start with Tanzania. For many, this is the classic hunter's paradise, known for its absolutely vast, wild landscapes.
But maybe you're looking for something different. Well, then there's Namibia. This place offers a totally unique kind of adventure, set against these stunning, almost otherworldly desert backdrops. Now, if comfort and modern facilities are high on your list, you might look towards South Africa. It's really known for having some of the best infrastructure and top-tier facilities on the continent. For those drawn to the classic safari image of large, powerful animals, Zimbabwe is a top destination. It offers that quintessential experience of tracking some of Africa's most magnificent game. And finally, we have Botswana, which is widely respected for its focus on controlled, sustainable hunting practices. It's a place where the adventure is deeply connected to conservation. Okay, let's talk about one of the most important questions, the cost. An adventure like this is obviously a big investment, so it's crucial to understand the financial side of things. Let's break down the main factors that are going to influence that final price tag. The single biggest thing that will affect the costs is your target animal. It's pretty straightforward, really. The daily rates, the permit fees, they're all going to be much lower for smaller animals. But when you start looking at larger game, the costs, the permits, and the trophy fees go up significantly. The next big cost factor is the type of package you choose, and this really comes down to your style of travel. You can find economy packages with basic but comfortable lodging and services, or you can go for a luxury package, which means high-end camps, amazing food, and all kinds of exclusive amenities. As you can guess, that choice makes a big difference in the price.
Now, this is really, really important. You have to be aware of potential hidden costs. Things like taxidermy, shipping trophies, or even tips for the staff might not be in the initial price. So my best advice is to ask directly and demand total transparency about every single cost right from the very beginning. It's the only way to avoid any nasty surprises down the road.
But you know, a truly unforgettable trip to Africa is about so much more than just the hunt itself. It's about diving headfirst into the full experience of the continent, and these packages are built to let you do exactly that.
So what else is there? Well, you'll find incredible opportunities for photography safaris, a chance to visit and learn from local tribes like the Maasai or the San. You could find yourself on a river tour or a walking safari, getting up close with nature. It's really a chance to explore the local culture and food and connect with the land and its people on a much, much deeper level.
All right, we've come to what is arguably the most important topic of all, choosing your guide. Seriously, this one decision can make or break your entire trip. It is the absolute foundation for a safe and successful adventure. Think of this as your essential checklist. You need to check their experience and reputation. Read reviews from past clients. Make sure they have all the proper legal permits. Confirm exactly what services are included, and again, demand that cost transparency. And finally, review their safety and emergency plans. Following these steps ensures you're partnering with someone who is experienced, legal, transparent, and above all, puts your safety first.
And this whole process of choosing a good operator brings up a really important concept: sustainable hunting. See, when you work with a reputable, licensed guide, you're taking part in a conservation practice. A portion of the fees from regulated hunting often goes directly toward funding wildlife protection and supporting the local communities. It's a way of ensuring that the adventure also gives back. So there you have it. We've gone from the initial call to adventure all the way to the critical decision of choosing a guide. You now have a solid framework for understanding what goes into one of these incredible trips. And that leaves just one final question. Now that you have the guide, where would your African adventure begin? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this useful, please give it a like and share it with any friends who dream of adventure. And to make sure you don't miss our next journey, follow the Secrets of Africa channel and join our community on Telegram. Together, let's keep discovering the secrets of Africa. Thanks so much for watching.